What's up, adventurers? Have you ever wondered what is the best beach along Playa del Carmen? Well, you're in the right place. We're about to show you guys some of the best beaches along Playa del Carmen and take you on a journey. Let's go.
We are going to rate all of the beaches that we are visiting in this video for you guys from 1 to 5 stars, where 5 is the best. And our factors are how clean the beach is, the general vibe, and how crowded / touristy the beaches might be. Our first stop today will be Playacar. Let's go.
So Playacar is located just slightly south of Parque Fundadores, which is a very popular monument and spot that's often visited in Playa del Carmen. If you do want the best possible direction to find this place or to find this beach, just right of where you get the ferry to Cozumel, you'll see a pier that just sticks out just from the center near where Parque Fundadores is. You'll see a bunch of salesmen there trying to sell trips to Cozumel. And if you see that and you just take a right, walk for basically 3 to 5 minutes, that whole stretch along here is Playacar, and absolutely stunning, beautiful beach. Just next to Playacar beach, you have a beautiful assortment of villas for rent, like holiday style houses that you can basically rent out long term, mid term, short term, whatever you really want. A lot of these places will have private swimming pools, roof terraces. Some of them are very luxurious, some of them are more budget friendly. It's totally up to yourself what you want to do, but it's amazing just to have access to Playacar because it's such a beautiful beach. So the rating. What would we give the cleanliness of Playacar beach? That's number 1 for me. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. I haven't seen a cleaner beach since we've arrived actually in Playa del Carmen. It's absolutely spotless. Yes, there is some algae, but that's totally natural for a beach like that in the Caribbean, and it's absolutely beautiful. There's really nothing that I can say wrong about the cleanliness of the beach. What about you?
Same goes for me. This is so far the cleanest beach that we have seen. Actually, we found one other beach in our last video. We've shown that was on the same level of cleanliness, and it doesn't get any better than this. So it does get 5 stars from me as well.
Perfect. So it's a 5 out of 5 for cleanliness for Playacar. The next rating would be just the general atmosphere, like the actual vibe of the place. Once again, it would be like 5, definitely. In comparison to a lot of the other beaches along here, there's some beaches that are playing really loud music constantly because beaches are located oftentimes along resorts and stuff like that. So definitely this one for me, again, it's a 5 out of 5. Perfect score so far because the atmosphere is very laid back. There's very few people that actually venture out to Playacar because it is, as I said, a little bit away from the hustle and bustle of the center and 5th Avenue and everything like that. So for me, again, 5 out of 5. What about you?
We have the same opinion again in this case, especially because in this beach, for some reason, you have a lot of locals as well. So like it is a nice mix of the local people here from the area and some tourists. but I'd say we saw more locals actually than tourists.
Yeah, definitely more locals, which is fantastic. You should know, whenever you go abroad, if there's more locals in a restaurant, if there's more locals at a beach, that's the place to be.
Exactly, it just means it's very good there. And our last score would be the vibe. The vibe, general atmosphere.
Oh no, that's what we just scored.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, we just gave it a 5 out of 5.
What was our last parameter then?
So it was cleanliness, the atmosphere, and is it touristy?
Oh, is it crowded and touristy? Well, we already answered that. No, it's not. So yeah, that gets a 5 out of 5 as well. So this is a perfect 5-star rating for this beach.
Yeah.
It is not far from the center. It is relatively close, I'd say. You can definitely walk the distance. It's just not directly at Parque Los Fundadores.
Yeah, but it's a good way to start off this like little beach rating video for you guys. Just Playacar is the place to be if you are along Playa del Carmen. It's really beautiful, and as we said, there's not much to fault. The water is cold, which is a big plus. Obviously that depends on the season. Right now it's October, it's coming towards the end of hurricane season here in Playa, and the water is actually on the chilly side, which is a fantastic plus because it's very humid. It's like 80 to 90% humidity most days here, which is insane. And the water is very clear, very clean, and very swimmable. So 5 out of 5 for Playacar. Let's go to the next beach.
We are going to visit the beach located at Parque Los Fundadores, which is directly located in the center of Playa del Carmen and pretty much at the beginning of 5th Avenue. Let's go.
So Parque Los Fundadores, guys, is it clean? Ish. We're gonna cleanish. I would give it a 3 out of 5 for cleanliness on Parque Los Fundadores beach. It is a nice beach. There is just a lot of plastic and a lot of paper going around, so keep that in mind when you're visiting. Number 2 is the vibe. What do you think of the vibe?
The vibe at the beach, Parque Los Fundadores, is overall really nice if you are into touristy type of beaches. So you will find loads of sunbeds around the beach. You can buy mango, you can get massages, you can get basically everything that you can think of at the beach. And people will try to sell all of these things to you when you walk along the beach as well, or if you're chilling somewhere in the sand. But there are loads of locals around there as well that are kind of playing volleyball, and you can play together, for example. So overall it is a nice beach, but a bit more on the touristy side. I would say overall I would give it, in terms of vibe, a 2.5 out of 5.
And the last and final rating, guys, is this a touristy beach? Absolutely. It's the most touristy spot that you're going to find here in Playa del Carmen. Directly located next to Parque Los Fundadores is 5th Avenue. So you're going to find yourself immersed in all of the tourists. This is the tourist center. So for me, this gets a 1 out of 5 on the final rating, giving it a total of
2.16.
all right. Okay guys, so it's actually the next day. Yesterday we got a little bit too much sun trying to go between all of these beaches, and it was an absolute scorcher yesterday. Very humid as well, obviously being here in Mexico, so took its toll on us yesterday. So now we're back here at the beach. We're going to show you guys 2 more beaches, and the next beach that we're going to show you is the one that we're currently sitting on right now. It's called Playa Mamitas, and it is a very beautiful beach. Right now we don't really have super pristine weather. It's a little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast, but it's still a very beautiful beach. Everybody is out at the beach as well because it's Friday today, and yeah, we're going to give you guys a little bit of a breakdown of what Playa Mamitas is like, and then we're going to head to the next beach and wrap up this video then, guys. But stay tuned because these next 2 beaches are very nice and definitely something that you want to know about for your visit when you do come to Playa del Carmen.
Now let's give Playa Mamitas a rating. First of all, we have the cleanliness. I personally think it doesn't get much cleaner than that. Obviously, on the day we were filming, there was a lot of algae, but especially in the Mamitas area and in front of the Hyatt Hotel as well, they have a large team of people that clean the beach up like within a few hours. So that usually isn't a problem. We saw that amount of algae for the first time, to be honest. I would give the cleanliness, I'd say 5 stars. What about you?
Yeah, for me, the cleanliness on Mamitas is kind of unmatched because it's not supernatural beach. It's kind of always being tampered with by hotels and resorts and stuff like that, which in a way, if you do want clear, clean blue water, it's a good thing. So I would also give the cleanliness 5 out of 5. And the next rating, guys, for Playa Mamitas is going to be the vibe or the general atmosphere. For me, it's pretty busy, it's pretty packed. There's a lot of people trying to sell you stuff similar to Parque Los Fundadores. So that takes some of the atmosphere away because literally every 20 seconds somebody's coming up and trying to sell you something. So not much of a laid back vibe there. There is a lot of music playing, which can be pretty annoying as well because you have some places playing one playlist and then the other place plays a totally different playlist, and then you have songs that are being loudly played over each other. So if you're sitting in between any of these places, it's a bit annoying because you hear, like, in one ear you hear some Bruno Mars, in the other ear you hear some Metallica, and then you're like, okay, these don't go together. So in a weird way, some people do like it. You see a lot of people vibing and dancing around on the beach and stuff, and it is a nice atmosphere generally, but for us, we much prefer peace and quiet and tranquility when we come to the beach. We want to focus more on the actual nature side of being at the beach, being at the ocean and going in and enjoying a swim without having to do it all for Instagram. So for me, the vibe gets 2. I would give it a solid 2 out of 5. What about you?
I would give the vibe, I'd say maybe a 3. Sorry, just have to add it here. Like the main thing is the thing with the music and the amount of people that are trying to sell you something. So like every 2 seconds, literally somebody is coming by saying "Hola, amiga," and they're trying to sell you a bracelet. But to be honest, like, there might be people that enjoy that, but us personally, like, I'm not going to the beach to do my shopping or to get food or something. I just want to be there and relax and be one with the nature. So yeah, it's nice, but it's not the perfect beach for us, I'd say.
Final rating, guys, for Playa Mamitas. Is it touristy? Is it a tourist destination? Yeah, it's pretty close in terms of Parque Los Fundadores, in terms of tourism. You have a lot of resorts, a lot of hotels, and a lot of like rental villas and stuff that are situated along Playa Mamitas. So in terms of that, yes, it is definitely, you're going to see mostly tourists hanging and chilling along on the beach. So in terms of tourism, I'm going to give it a 2 because I did see quite a few Mexicans there as well and locals there, but I also saw, I would say, maybe 70-75% tourists. And for us, we want to go to the places that are a little bit more authentic, a little bit more real life Mexico. We don't really want this you know, beautiful white sand beaches with no fish and all this stuff. Yeah, that's very enjoyable sometimes, and we definitely do plan on eventually going on those types of trips whenever we need a break. But for now, we want to focus on the real authentic side of Mexico. So for me, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 for the tourism. Naomi?
That beach is definitely touristy, but it's not as bad as Parque Los Fundadores. So I would give it a 3 out of 5. And yeah, so like I don't know, you do have a lot of locals there, but it's also touristy in a way. So like you do have the kind of more expensive beach resorts around there, which makes it super beautiful. But also, as Luke said, it's not the real Mexico, and we kind of came here to see the real Mexico. So it's enjoyable, it's nice, but not the perfect beach again.
So the total score of all those scores combined, we give it an average of 3.5?
Yeah.
3.5 out of 5. So yeah, guys, it's somewhere in the middle. Doesn't rate as our top beach, doesn't rate as our least favorite beach. Now we are going to take you guys right to the next and the final beach. It's the one that we're sitting at right now. Let's go.
Next up, we are going to show you Playa Publica, one of our favorites, I'd say. It's a little bit more up north towards Cancun, so like it's not as central as the other beaches that we showed you, but it's still, I'd say, walking distance. We usually go around 5th Avenue onto the beach and then just walk along the water for the entire way, and it's just such a beautiful way along the coast. And yeah, let's go.
Playa Publica is a fantastic destination because it's, as Naomi said, situated slightly north of the main centro area, and it's just kind of at the end on the north side of 5th Avenue. So you find a lot of locals here, you find mostly locals here, and right now it's actually basically empty. Just have a look at this. Okay guys, so that was Playa Publica. For me and Naomi as well, actually, certainly one of our favorite beaches that we've seen so far since we've come to Playa del Carmen. And that says a lot because there is stiff competition here, because a lot of the beaches, as you can see in this video, are absolutely stunning. Similar to Playacar, I would rank this up there as certainly one of my favorite beaches. In terms of cleanliness, it's getting a 5 because it's basically left to nature. And in saying that, it's a very public beach. It's all locals, as we were saying. Very little trash, even because of that. All of the locals here, they seem to just keep this beach particularly clean and free from trash. There's absolutely no trash around here, and the sand is very beautiful as well. And the water as well, the water quality and how the water is just very natural. It's not, you know, super blue crystal clear, but it's natural as the ocean should be. Yes, you have your algae and your sargassum and stuff like that that's floating around, but that just comes a part of being where we are and being close to the Caribbean as well. So for me, cleanliness, a 5 out of 5.
The cleanliness of this beach gets a 5 out of 5 from me as well. The beach here, in fact, is so clean that you do see a lot of birds that are very colorful, so like jungle type of birds, I would say. And a lot of fish in the water as well, which we didn't see in any other beach. You are completely surrounded by nature. I don't know if you can see that here behind me, but you basically get a jungle type of feeling while being at the beach. It doesn't get any better than this. 5 out of 5.
And then the vibe of the beach. Now for me, the vibe as well is going to get a straight 5 out of 5. It's just so laid back. There's very few people here. Now obviously this completely differs depending on the type of place that you want to go to. A lot of people will prefer the vibe of Playa Mamitas, for example, because you have loud music, you have cocktails, you have lots of beach clubs and stuff like that, and that might be more to some people's taste, understandably. But for us, this place is perfect because there's literally like every kind of 20-30 meters there's another person, and that's it. And then you have just a clear path on or in to the water. Check this out. Almost feels like a private beach sometimes when you're here, like you're sitting here and it's just nothing, it's just nature, and that's it. So for me, the vibe gets a 5 out of 5 as well. So 2 5s in a row from me.
Now the vibe does get a 5 out of 5 from me as well. It doesn't get any better than this. It is completely quiet. You do see kind of in the distance there are some people playing volleyball, so in case you like volleyball, that's an option. And you see a lot of local fishermen around here as well, which I think is just beautiful. And it's very interesting to see as well when they pull out some fish, what kind of fish is in there. Should I be careful around here or not? Probably not, but it is very interesting to see. So the vibe gets a 5 out of 5.
And last but not least, is this a touristy beach? No, it's not. Weirdly enough, we are in Playa del Carmen. We're actually just a little bit north of the center of Playa del Carmen, not that far away whatsoever, maybe 20 minutes walking. And let me tell you something, this is not touristy. So if you like to do non-touristy things, come and check this beach out, because you'll actually be kind of blown away. When people come to Riviera Maya, like Tulum, Playa del Carmen and Cancun, all along this stretch here on the Yucatan Peninsula, it is very touristy, and a lot of tourists do come here, obviously. So it's amazing to be able to say that we are sitting on a beach where there's practically no tourists apart from us. So it feels really good, and it feels like we kind of discovered a nice little gem here as well. And you have a beautiful view all around you as well. Like Naomi was saying, we have like practically a jungle behind us. Over this way, I don't know if it's possible, but because we haven't been here for a sunset yet, but it's possible that if you look this way, the sun, you might be able to get a nice sunset some evenings, and this might be one of the only places that you can actually do that. I know Puerto Esmeralda down this way as well, that's another actual beach that we need to go and check out. We haven't been there yet, but we have heard that it's one of the few places that you can actually see a sunset here in Playa del Carmen, so definitely one to check out. But for me, 5 out of 5. There is practically no tourists here, and it's still very close to the center of Playa del Carmen.
This beach, Playa Publica, gets a 5 out of 5 from me as well in terms of crowdiness. There's basically no people around here at all. Like, you do have some locals that you can see in the distance, but yeah, there's no tourists here. It's not crowded. It's really, really nice, super laid back vibe, and you can just hear the waves and be one with nature. So this beach overall gets a 5 out of 5 from us, and I would definitely say this is my personal favorite in this entire video, because it is just so natural, and you see all of the birds and you see the fish, and it's just beautiful when it comes to this beach here. Which one was your favorite, Luke?
For me, my number one beach along Playa del Carmen is going to be Playacar, which is the first beach that we visited in this video. I just like Playacar because I really enjoy swimming, and something about Playacar which is fantastic is that it's a really quiet beach as well, because again, it's a little bit outside the center of Playa del Carmen. It's more further south, whereas this beach here is more further north. Playacar is very special because it's just slightly south, and the water is beautiful, crystal clear water. You can see everywhere that you're swimming. You also do see fish there as well, which is a rare enough thing to see along this stretch, because it is kind of heavily fished, and there is a lot of like cleaning of the coral and stuff like that around here, just to keep it clean for tourists and stuff like that. So along Playacar you do see beautiful blue water. It's also a really quiet beach, and that's the reason why it's my favorite, because it does feel like kind of an almost undiscovered gem as well, even though there is quite a few tourists around Playacar. But we went there in the middle of the day and it was very sparsely populated. People were kind of scattered all over the beach, and it's a very long stretch of beach, so you do feel again like you have your own little private spot on the beach. So for me, Playacar gets number one. For Naomi, Playa Publica, which we are currently sitting on right now. Guys, those are our top beaches along Playa del Carmen. I'm sure in the near future we will have some more footage for you guys around these beaches. We're going to be doing plenty of videos and vlogs and everything like that all around Mexico. We plan on being in Mexico for a long time. We're already in love with this country. So if you did like the video, make sure to hit the red subscribe button. I'm Luke.
I'm Naomi. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
See you guys.